Good morning, students. Today I will be teaching you History Lesson 1, Discovering the Past. As you all have already studied in your previous class 5th, that history is the study of the past. History helps us to connect to the past, present, and future. By understanding the past, we appreciate the developments of our present and the future. History is the study of life, culture, and traditions of different kinds of people. It enables us to appreciate the rich cultures left behind by our ancestors. History also proves useful to people involved in various professions and skills like architects, sculptors, engineers, weavers, and artists because they can include traditional styles and ideas in their work. Ways of writing days in history. Now, there are different ways in writing days in history. To denote time period, we use terms like BC, which means before Common Era, and CE, which means Common Era. One century has 100 years. The first century started on 1st January CE and ended on 31st December 100 CE. And the 15th century consists of the years between 1401 CE and 1500 CE. A timeline helps us to understand history. It helps us to understand when and how much time passed between different events, and most importantly, it helps us to put events in chronological order. Now, ways of studying history. Prehistory, it is the period in history when events were not recorded as humans did not know how to read and write, so they could not record the events that happened or occurred during that time. History, it is the period which comes after people learn to read and write. In order to learn from history and prehistory, archaeologists study different sources of history. These sources are classified into two categories like literary sources, which are related to books and written records, and archaeological sources, which are the remains of the past left over by the people. Now, I will tell you about these sources in detail. First, archaeological sources. Archaeological sources are of the past, like fossils, vessels, burial sites, relics, artifacts, and weapons, through the process of excavation. These are called archaeological finds. The archaeologists examine these materials when they are found from below the ground and give us information about their past events. Historians also help us learn about our past. Then monuments. Monuments are the structures built by kings and queens in honor to honor a person and to tell us about the importance of the historical or political events. Inscriptions. These are important messages, records, or accounts of the order of different kings inscribed on hard surfaces like pillars or walls, etc. Coins. Coins belong to the different dynasties. These are discovered in different parts of the world. Gold, silver, and copper are the metals used by these coins. Most of the information we get from the past is from these coins, as many kings got most of the information like their names, their dynasties, all engraved on the uh, coins. Painting and sculptures. These shed valuable light on the development of human civilization. The cave paintings in Bhimbetka depict the scenes from the lives of the early human beings, such as hunting and many other scenes. For these paintings, archaeologists get to know about the life of the early humans. Literary sources or written records. Many years ago, when paper had not been discovered, people wrote on palm leaves and birch or bark of birch trees. They were known as manuscripts. These manuscripts are important sources of information that tell us about our past. These are experts. There are experts who decode and decipher these ancient texts. The literary sources may be religious or non-religious. They detail the lives of the king and common people along with their religious practice. They tell us about the lives of the kings that ruled that time and about the common people's practices about the religion. Some examples of religious works are the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. Include Indian scriptures like the Vedas and Buddhist texts like the Chataka tales. These texts were written in ancient language Sanskrit. Some non-religious works include Arthashastra by Kautilya, Abhijana Shakuntalam by Kalidasa, folk tales like the Panchatantra and the Banabhatta's Harsacharita. Now I will tell you about the relation between history and geography. The geography of a place directly impacts the history of a place. While history includes human existence, geography focuses on humans related to the physical environment. Some of the river valleys were developed around river banks as water and food was easily available to them. As the soil around river valleys is fertile, One of the earliest civilizations, the Harappan civilization, developed on the banks of river Indus. Apart from river valleys, mountain passes too have been instrumental in shaping the history of place. The Khyber Pass connecting Pakistan and Afghanistan was an important trade route and paved the way for foreign invasion like those of Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan. People from different regions also interacted and shared ideas along the route, paving the ways for integration of different cultures and customs. Thank you.